All right, we're not doing the show from the Empire State Building, but we promise to bring you as much love as Meg Ryan had for Tom Hanks in Sleepless in Seattle. Thank you for joining us on this Valentine's Day. This is the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. She is Lauren Cash. I am Jamie McCracken. The top-ranked basketball Cats needing all 9 lives to survive this past Tuesday night in Baton Rouge to stay perfect.
Yes, coming in today, 7 regular season games left on the schedule for Kentucky. UK going for 25-0 for the first time, the first time Kentucky played South Carolina earlier in the year. The old ball coach of South Carolina, the football team, said in an interview during the game, quote, "Does every guard have to be 6'7"? Let's just say length caused problems today."
Yeah, it did. The Cats held the Gamecocks to 43 points in that game in Columbia. This one in Lexington in Rupp Arena. John Calipari finding out today he is a 2015 Naismith Hall of Fame finalist.
Can't wait for that Heart Wife all show.
It's so fantastic. This girl just wants Willie Cauley-Stein to be her Valentine.
That's adorable.
So adorable. Let's go first half. Here's Willie Cauley-Stein. Kentucky up by 8. 1, 2, 3 passes. WCS. Play that Valentine jam. Later in the half, Aaron Harrison takes the handoff, drives. Oh, a little scoop of love there with the harm. Harrison goes for 11. Kentucky by 20. Take another look. Remember, Kentucky going for the school's best start today. The 1953-54 Wildcats started the season, ended the season 25-0. That's what Kentucky's trying to do here. Under 50 seconds to go. Tyler Ulis up to Marcus Lee. Take another look at this one. Let's see it again. Andrew Harrison misses the shot. Good hustle here. Ball is saved. Ends up in Tyler Ulis' hands. And then Lee does the rest. All right, here we go. Kentucky up 43-18 at the break. Let's go second half now. Another 3-ball for South Carolina. Doesn't go, and here come the kiddies. Andrew Harrison, Cauley-Stein.
Good night.
Good night is right. 14 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Let's see that one again as well. You didn't see him in the highlight, but a huge day for Dakari Johnson as well. 10 points, 13 rebounds for him. Kentucky is 25-0. As we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, the Wildcats won by 15 in Columbia in that first game today. In Lexington, they win by 34. Our sports director, Josh McKinney, caps off our coverage.
The college basketball season may be far from over, but the #1 Kentucky Wildcats have already made history, beating South Carolina 77-43 Saturday afternoon to tie the program's best start at 25-0.
You know, I told him, I said, you just tied a record of the most storied program in the country. You tied a record, and you're all freshmen and sophomores and Willie. You tied a record. You're all freshmen and sophomores and Willie. And you played an unbelievable schedule, one of the best non-conference schedules in the country, and you're one of the best leagues in the country.
Kentucky posted 3 players in double figures led by Willie Cauley-Stein with 14 points. Aaron Harrison had 11, and Dakari Johnson chipped in with 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Today, he gets 13 rebounds, I believe. I mean, he went after every ball, and he did it in, 10 points, 13 rebounds, a double-double in 21 minutes.
And when the guards play like they did, combining for 32 points, coupled with the post play, the Wildcats are nearly unbeatable, especially at home.
Like I said, we're good. Our post play is good. We're really good. We're making threes now. We can really beat you pretty good. We're a good team. How good? We're still trying to figure out how good.
Kentucky will try and break the record for best start in program history on Tuesday on the road in Knoxville. In Lexington with the Cats, Josh McKinney for Sports Overtime Saturday night.
That was kind of funny. That was really funny.
Duh.
All right, good stuff from our sports director, Josh McKinney. Up next for the undefeated Cats, they hit the road to Knoxville to try to go for the best start in school history. Tip time set for 7 p.m. on ESPN. The Tennessee Volunteers lost today at home to LSU. Donnie Tyndall and the Vols have lost 5 of their last 7 games. They are 14-10 overall and 6-6 in the SEC. Duh.
I was going to say that, but you took it right out of my mouth.
All right. Well, we'll have plenty of other chances. Coming up later in the show, hear from UK Hoops head coach Matthew Mitchell as Kentucky travels to Tennessee tomorrow.
Yes, but up next, our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week. We head out to Barberville for the Union basketball highlights.
Hi, I'm Donnie Jones, coach of the Willie County Lady Colonels. You're watching Sports Overtime now.
All right, the state extremely pumped that the movie 50 Shades of Grey is out. Kentucky was top 5 in pre-sale tickets. So it looks like the SpongeBob movie, unfortunately, will take a backseat at the box office. I'm
impressed that you knew that little tidbit of information. And to take it further, so can the rest of the Appalachian Athletic Conference men's basketball teams if the Union Bulldogs could win, because that would make them AAC regular season champs for the second straight year. Let's head out to Barberville. Wednesday, today, the Bulldogs hosting Bluefield as part of a doubleheader for the Appalachian Wireless Games of the Week. Early first half, Union up 3, and now the Bulldogs are up 3 more. Fitzgerald White drains the 3 from the wing later. Dogs out in transition. Dominic Hagens dumps it off to Gerard Newby. A Valentine's Day slam jam from the kid from Lexington. Union by 9. Later, Union again in transition. Michael Buter takes the handoff, fires it from about 30. Good. Union rocking from everywhere on the court. Dogs led by 12 at the half. Let's go second half now. Hagens up to TJ Jones. Sweet alley-oop dunk, completely unguarded in that one. Take another look here. Goes back door on the 2-3 zone, rocks the rim, and we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. The Bulldogs only won by 6 a month ago against Bluefield. Today, a complete blowout, 82-67 the final in Barberville.
You know, it's very unique territory, that we clinched as early as we did. This is certainly the earliest that I've ever had a team clinch a regular season championship, which of course gives us the automatic berth to the national tournament. And, you know, we're going to do some net cutting here in a minute, which is going to be exciting. But as far as today's game, it was certainly a much uglier game than we are accustomed to playing. But we are thrilled that we won the game. I thought what we talked about at halftime, you and I, before we went in, I thought we achieved that in the second half. We did a better job of defending them. And I was much more pleased with our second half performance than I was our first half performance. But
Oh my gosh, how do you beat that?
Congrats to Dakota Hall and Taylor Day. She said yes, and Hall and the Alice Lily men hosting Brescia. That was Tyler Rogers to get us starting off to a 4-2 lead with Alice Lloyd, and then that was the Carlos Collier with the bucket for Brescia. So it would be a huge win if the Eagles can pull this off, because Brescia is first place in the division. There's Rogers again knocking down the 3, and then it's DeAndre Warren going on a 4-0 run himself. The tip in there first, and then next possession down, he scores again inside the former Cordia line doing work. Alice Lloyd up 3. Now it's Trevor Tiller. Oh, the step back J in your face for the former Paintsville Tiger. As we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, the Eagles get the 67-58 win over the Brescia Bearcats today.
I'm still thinking about love over here. The number 25 Cumberland's trying to hand Campbellsville their second loss on the road trip through Eastern Kentucky. They lost to U-Pike on Thursday. Ivan Rogier gets his defender up in the air here and sinks the jumper. Pat's on the board first. Rozier's only 2 points on the game. Still early first half, Chance Armstrong spots up from the baseline. 2 of his 10. He added 5 rebounds. Patriots jumping out to a quick lead. Check this out. Rogier up to Xavier Owens. That spin move can bring a girl to tears. Game high, 21 points, 8 boards. Rob Robinson here. Creative name?
Yeah. I guess.
Creative shot.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about that.
That's
2 of his 6 Patriots by 2. Tigers out in transition. All 6'10", 230 of DeMontre Harris. But it didn't matter, because we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Cumberland's hands Campbellsville their second straight loss. The Tigers on the decline since their #1 ranking, winning just 3 of their last 7 games. The Patriots finish out the regular season with 3 road games.
All right, number 5, Lincoln Memorial hosting Lynn Orion down at the Tex Turner Arena. First half, Laquan Choice. LMU up 12. All right, how about some more McMillan here? The good feed here for Dorian Pinson. Oh, the lead is still 12. Later in the first now. More inside from Lincoln. Jarrell Simmons Little splits the D, and then, oh, what was that? Splitters up 12 off the glass there, and then Pinson now getting in on the scoring. This is a good-looking freshman for Coach Josh Schertz. Banks it in off the glass there. Lead up now to 15. Then some more LMU defense. Choice picks up to pass it. One in, and races down to the other, and lays it in uncontested for two. Choice finishes with 14 points and 7 rebounds. McMillan led LMU with 17 points, 69-37 the final today. The Rail Splitters now 23-1 on the season, and with the win, claim their third straight South Atlantic Conference regular season title.
All right, staying on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, the LMU women fall in heartbreaking fashion. Lenore Ryan hit a free throw with 4 seconds to play in the game to knock off the Lady Rail Splitters 57-56. The final, another 1-point loss. In this one, the Morehead State Eagles fall on the road to Belmont. The Eagles drop to 12-16 on the season and 7-6 in the Ohio Valley Conference.
All right, staying on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, the UVA Wise women lose on the road 60-54, but check out the Wise men getting the upset road victory against the University of Charleston 77-75 as Lord Cash applauds because
clap it up.
They were out-rebounded 46-24, but hey, a win's a win because it's just their second one of the season. All right, now to the U-Pike women. Make it 4 in a row this afternoon with their 77-69 win over St. Catherine. Coach McNamee has her Bears playing great ball when they need to, winning 8 of their last 9, and the U-Pike men make it 40 straight wins at the Expo today with their 95-71 win over the Patriots. Okay, so it's Valentine's Day, and we have a couple of Valentines we want to show you.
I have no idea what's about to happen and I'm a little nervous. This is our director Jesse's idea. Let's start with whatever he put on
whatever
here.
he puts up here.
I don't have the cash to take you out for Valentine's Day.
That was a Jesse one. All right, go to the
Oh my
next
gosh,
one.
that's hilarious.
That's a good one. You're cracking me up. Be my Valentine. That's a good one. That's a good one. Quit joking around and be my Valentine.
That one's for you, Josh McKinney.
Yeah, that's good. All right, what's next? You want to take this one?
I'm only with you so I don't get fined. That is hilarious.
That's funny. Marshawn Lynch. Okay, oh, this is your favorite.
This one is my favorite.
Willie Stein.
I willy like you.
Really like you. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, this is Katie Moore, Wesley County. All right, what does she say? Everyone needs more kisses and hugs. Yes, don't we all? All right. Happy Valentine's Day, Katie. Oh, and then we got Rick Patino here. I love you more, now shut up.
That is love.
We're not done.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now this is me in a Halloween costume when I was 1 year old and I was a bunny. So I'm saying, hey, bae, be my boo, okay?
You were a bunny?
Yeah, but who am I talking to?
Oh my gosh.
Or who's that? That's Lauren Cash. Lauren Cash says her response is, but I'm still fishing.
I caught a fish that day. I caught a catfish.
Wow. Are we done?
Those are the memories. Oh my gosh.
Those are great.
I don't even know what to say.
That was great. I told you I would surprise you. I hope I didn't embarrass you too much.
Oh
it is
my
on
gosh.
your private Instagram
Oh
account.
my gosh.
All right, if you got through that part, hopefully you'll get through the rest of the show. Up next, back out to Barberville where the Union women take on Bluefield.
You've already watched the Union men get the home win over Bluefield.
Yeah, so let's head back out to Barberville for the women. Let's do it. Union welcoming in Bluefield to Robinson Arena for the WYMT Appalachian Wireless game of the week. First half, somebody might want to go guard the corner. Haley Perkins wide open, buckets, Union by 5. All right, later, 9 minutes to go in the first half. Reagan King, the Knott Central product from way outside. Lady Bulldogs by 6, but they trail by 3 at the break. So let's go second half. Bluefield up 10. Perkins with a pickpocket. She had 7 steals in this game. She also had a bunch of points. And there it was, 9 points for her. Later, back on the run, down 3, King, another 3 ball. That gives Union a 1-point lead. King goes for 12 on the night. All right, 8 seconds to go in the game. Union down again. They need a 2 to tie, 3 to win. Lydia Nash inside. Good. 3 seconds to go. Bluefield. Oh no. They get the shot off, but it's not even close. That's no good.
Hope they didn't have Valentine's plans.
I guess. Let's play extra basketball. In overtime, 30 seconds to go. Angie Lawrence drives in and scores. We're tied at 75. Tanner Hesterberg with the rest of the call.
Mazik on the drive, draws the foul, and it bounces in. What an unbelievable play by Mariah Mazik. Mazik with 5 seconds remaining here in overtime. An and one opportunity.
Well, that made Jim Frazier, our color commentator, crack up, of course. He was loving it. That ends up being the game winner, though. As we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, that shot by Mariah Mazie is the decider. 78-76, the final in overtime.
Well, it was a huge game. They're the hottest team in the league coming in, beating Wesleyan 2 weeks ago here. I felt like we showed toughness towards the end. Maybe not towards the middle, but towards the end we showed some toughness, especially with having a couple of our key players fouled out and on the bench. I'm proud of this win. Obviously, it's a great win for our conference. It builds that expectation, though. It's going to be hard to sneak up after beating a 1, 2, and 3 team in our league in the tournament, but it's a good win for our team.
All right, senior day down in Williamsburg. The Cumberland's Patriots welcoming in number 3 Campbellsville. The Tigers lost to U-Pike on Thursday. There's Brooke Forsythe on senior day. She was injured in Lindsey Wilson games. She'll be out the rest of the season. It's kind of sad. Quick passes for the Patriot ladies, keeping the Tigers on their toes. Heather Jolly's short baseline jumper, 2 of her 15 on the day. Cumberland's came out firing on offense. Letitia DeLoach, her 3-ball drop. She finished with 8. UC by 5. Then Campbellsville settled down offensively, got back to what they're good at, draining 3-pointers. Emily Fox keeping it close for the Tigers. Campbellsville now up 6. Lady Pats need a basket. Victoria Cecil drains a much-needed 3. Cumberland's would go into the locker room up 6, but as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, number 3 Campbellsville gets the comeback road win, 61-56. The Tigers wrap up their Eastern Kentucky road trip to U-Pike and Cumberland's and finish 1-1.
All right, Brescian women's head coach, check this out. Going with the Hart pantyhose in today's game versus Alice Lloyd.
How about those tights?
They're pantyhose, tights, or leggings?
Tights.
Tights? Those are pantyhose to me.
Anyway.
All right. Second half, Alice Lloyd up 6, make it 8. Serena Nickel, buckets, little hook shot. She goes for 11. Later, it's Carla Booth. She came to ball today. Out in transition, stops, pops, that's good. But right comes Brescia. Jalen Houston now, about 3. And we're tied at 49. But Booth says, anything you can do, I can do better. Right in your face. Like I said, she balled out today. All right, now she's in the corner and she's in trouble, right? Booth faces Houston all over her, but no problem. Alice Lloyd up 6. She was 10 for 17 from the field today. Later, the Lady U was working it inside to Morgan Chestnut. Power move and up strong. 6 for Chestnut. Alice Lloyd up 7 with 9 minutes to go. All right, Alice Lloyd now down 2 with 4 minutes left in the game. Booth walking it up and jacking it up. Might as well when you have a hot day like that. That's good. She drops 30 in this game. Next possession down, Booth. There's 3 more for you. Bang. Alice Lloyd shoots 49% from the field in this game. Go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. They almost gave this one up. It was crazy the way it finished. But 4 Lady Eagles in double figures. Alice Lloyd actually eliminates Brescia from postseason play with a narrow 89-87 win. All right. Oh, I forgot about this part. Okay, now I gave you, I gave you your Valentine's Day gifts. I'm not going to screw this up. So I've got one more gift, and the reason why I want to give it to you is because I want him to join our show. Can I get it for you real quick?
Sure.
Okay, I was about to just walk off. Okay, here we go. I'll be back. This is we're gonna have more props in the show here. We're just gonna bring now, unlike Tom Brady, Tom Brady's footballs are deflated. This thing is fully inflated. There's my last gift for you. We will be back after this.
All right, no romance shown in the first meeting between Marshall and Western Kentucky.
Yeah, that's right. The Thundering Herd came down to Bowling Green and they got waxed by 19
Ignore
points. Way to go. Marshall hosting Western Kentucky. Let's get to it. Let's go first half. Alexa Nicolik starts us off. He finds J.P. Cambola for the dunk. Later, Jay Johnson in the corner. Ball 3. He had 8 points. Marshall has won 2 games in a row coming into this game. Going for a third. Back comes Western, though. Trincy Jackson. Oh, whoops. Off the backboard, and, no biggie, because Ben Lawson was there to put it back. Back come the Herd now. Devance Boykins. Whew, just a jam fest. 10 for Boykins in the game. Later, Ryan Taylor. Fall 3. I'll just take this one. Taylor goes for 14. Look at Marshall, the bottom of the pack, eating up the top of the pack. My goodness, Austin Loop now, 3-pointer. Loop had a game-high 23 points in this one. And Marshall beats Western Kentucky and Huntington. The final score 87-82. The Bears back on the table.
Yes, how about the women now? The Lady Tops playing host to Marshall. High fives from Coach Hurd before this one. WKU jumps out to an early lead. Chastity Gooch rolls it in. Western by 3. Former Lady Commodore Kendall Noble, the floater. So nice.
That's
Western
nice.
by 5. Lady Tops go up double digits here. AJ Johnson from NBA range hits the long 3. Marshall down just 9. Lady Tops would get in foul trouble, but here comes the bench. Ivy Brown puts the Tops up 15 in the second half. Elena Johnson with the arc. WKU lead out to 8. And late in the game, Western would run away with it. Brown gets the bucket right here. And we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. And WKU wins this one 74-60. The Lady Tops improved to 21-2 on the season and get their 10th win in Conference USA play. Noble finished with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And here she is after the win.
It was okay. I thought we could have done better. We in the second half when they started out, and I think they could have 6 or something. But we got some stops when we needed to get stops, so I guess that's what counts.
That's huge. We got a lot of tough tests coming up with this homestand, and we haven't been home for a while, so we needed something like this to get the fans behind us and get them prepped for what's coming the next week or so.
All right, how about Louisville? Montrezl Harrell leading the Louisville Cardinals at home against North Carolina State. This one was close throughout. Late first half, Louisville down 1. Chris Jones, he's patient, and he knocks down the J. 31-30, Cardinals leave at the half. Second half, tied at 41, Harrell. Oh, that's nice. 7 points, 13 rebounds. Cardinals back on top by 2. NC State now up 3. Caleb Martin, 51-45, Wolfpack. Under 6 to play, and NC State up 8. Trevor Lacey drives and hits the layup. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Wolfpack lead by 10. A minute to play, and NC State just, my goodness. They clinch the win with a dunk there. As you will see, Louisville loses 74-65.
Let's check out the scores from around the Southeastern Conference. Mississippi State goes on the road and beats the Missouri Tigers 77-74, and the Auburn Tigers also winning on the road in a close one over Georgia 69-68.
Kentucky's next opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers, fall at home at Thompson-Boling Arena to LSU 73-55, and the Aggies squeak one at home against the Florida Gators 63-62. The Cats finish out the regular season at home with the Gators on March the 7th.
2 failed attempts at starting a team and 3 head coaches later, it looks as if the third time is the charm for the U-Pike women's lacrosse team. Their season officially kicks off next Saturday. Here's a look at the journey the team took to get to this point. It's a team 3 years in the making, and on February 21st, the U-Pike women's lacrosse team will hit the field for its first ever regular season game. But for now, it's not necessarily about the outcome. It's about the journey.
That first time it was pretty rough.
Junior Taylor Bussell was a part of the first 2 attempts to get the women's lacrosse program up and moving at U-Pike.
I still remember I was practicing in goal, and our second coach, Allie Jost, had told us the news. So I came back my sophomore year, we were practicing and stuff, and then that coach ended up leaving, and then that's when I transferred to Transylvania University for a semester, and then now I'm back here.
Ready to make the third attempt a success, Mallory Stockwell took the reins of the program, determined to draw attention to a new sport in an area dominated by basketball and football.
Women's lacrosse is a quick, finesse, pretty looking sport. It's not on ice hockey or football like the men's side of lacrosse is. We wear goggles, we wear mouth guards, and we have the sticks, and that's it. It's about quick passing, moving the ball around, and making it look pretty to go to goal to score.
To get enough players to fill up a roster, Coach Stockwell held a tryout, and girls from other sports at U-Pike like basketball, bowling, cross country, and soccer showed an interest.
I'm excited to see that people actually want to go out and try, but I just think it's awesome that people have left their sports to want to come play our sport and then fall in love with this, just like I fell in love with it.
I think the best thing is when you get on the field and you just have that overwhelming passion to play the game. I've been playing since I was really little. So it's just the love of the sport.
They've put in the off-season work, now one step closer to game day.
I think they're ready. I'm just excited to get out there and first whistle. Hopefully it'll go well.
3 years in the making, and the journey is just beginning.
All right, so this time next week, the U-Pike lacrosse team will have their first ever game under its belt. The Bears welcome in Columbia College out of South Carolina, the Fighting Koalas. I've been waiting all day to say that.
That's cool.
Game time set for Saturday, February 21st at noon at Bob Amos Park.
Good job on the piece.
Thank you. Up next on the show, high school basketball highlights from Williamsburg as the Yellow Jackets take on Lynn Camp.
Yeah, plus I'll have this week's Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg Full Court Press. All right, so we've talked a lot about love, college basketball, and even some lacrosse. How about some high school basketball?
Why not? Williamsburg and Whitley County tied for the 1 seed in the 50th district. They'll coin flip next week for the top spot in the tournament. But first, Williamsburg and Lynn Camp playing a little 13th region basketball this afternoon. The Yellow Jacket cheerleaders had some help on the sideline today from these two, trying to pull out a Williamsburg victory. They're already better at cheerleading than I am. And that would really not be a problem today. Andrew Griffith, free throw line J, making it look easy early in the first quarter. Lynn Camp, though, tied it up at 2 off the Skylar McFarland jumper. But that's about as close as the Campers would get in this one. Very next possession, it's Andrew Griffith again. Oh, yeah. Big guy's got some range.
I know, that's all he does in the warm-ups.
Jackets by 3.
He shoots threes.
Lynn Camp's McFarland showing off his jumper game, though, in this one. Wildcats down 7. All right, U-Pike top play nominee here. I'm about 99.9% sure I've said this all season. If you turn it over against Williamsburg, they'll make you pay. Skylar, brother Andrew, one-handed finish. It's just not fair. It's just not. Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. We go. Williamsburg cruises in this one 75-35 over Lynn Camp.
All right, this will be the last Monday through Saturday of regular season high school hoops coming up, and then it's bracket time. Get your brackets ready. Take a look at one specific region and a couple of other things that happened this week in this week's Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg Full Court Press. One more week and the high school basketball postseason begins. Yay! The Southwestern Lady Warriors got their 20th W of the season Friday night, defeating Pulaski County by 39 points. Southwestern is not just the favorite to win the 48th district, but the 12th region. Head coach Stephen Butcher told us from the start, this is the year we have a real chance to go to Bowling Green and actually do something. The 4 seniors on this squad have been playing together since they were in the 6th and 7th grade. This feels like the year Southwestern could make that postseason run. As for the boys, the Warriors may be number 2 in the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10, but they will have to get through a gauntlet of a 12th region. The Warriors fell to Region 12 foe Boyle County earlier in the week, but get a rebound win over crosstown rival Pulaski County Friday night behind Stephen Fitzgerald's 16 points. Speaking of points, Whitney Creech scores a lot of them. She scores 38 versus Cordia, which gives her her 1,000th point this season. One other note to touch on in this week's Full Court Press, the girls' 57th district is a toss-up. Literally, a 4-way tie for first place after Paintsville defeats Johnson Central 40-39 at home. The Lady Tigers have won 5 in a row and will know their postseason destiny next week. March Madness in February? Sure. This has been the Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg Full Court Press. All right, we'll close out our show with our Play of the Week next.
And we'll talk about what we've got going on next week, but until then, I'm just going to hang out with this guy.
We want you. It's coming towards you the entire time.
It is now time for tonight's Play of the Week, sponsored by Lincoln Memorial University. Back out to Williamsburg, the turnover on one end, the finish on the other. Take another look.
It's pretty nice.
Skylar, brother Skylar, to brother Andrew.
Bro.
Lethal combination. Congrats one more time to Skylar and Andrew Griffith. This week's Play of the Week, sponsored by LMU.
All right, paper toss. Whee! That's all for this Valentine's Day edition of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. We hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed doing it.
Next week, Kentucky will play at Tennessee Tuesday and then at Homer versus Auburn next Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully you don't sound like a mule or a donkey or a horse or whatever you want to say next week.
Okay, first of all, Michael Jordan had a flu game. I just had a sinus infection show. I mean, it's the same thing.
You did perform well.
Good night.
Have an awesome night.
He says good night, too.